You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Goat's vagina, that thing was huge.
Don't give
You said that, not me.
Just come up, taken away by Wicks.
TV! Oh, it's glorious! Play action over the middle. Touchdown, Giants.
Give me a hell yeah!
And we are live.
We'll do it live.
Welcome everyone to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Giants. That's right, football and football balls for everyone's taste. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by a future Olympian, Mr. Alex Middleton. Alex, how you doing, buddy?
Thanks, man. You know, I was just as shocked as you were to find out that I made the Olympic team today. I was watching the Euros, and it just said Middleton love to to Team USA. And so, you know what? I'm not much of a basketball player, but I guess I'm ready to suit up. All right. Let me just point out that I chose my country, and LeBron James chose the Toon Squad over Team USA. So you take with that what you will. Who loves their country more? I don't know. You just look at those facts I presented.
Well, I saw the headline. I think it's a little bit presumptuous of them, though, because, I mean, they didn't obviously ask you pre-hand.
I'm in.
But they just assumed that you would love to play for the US.
They just know, they're like, you know who loves his country is Alex Middleton. And they're like, should we ask him or just announce it? And it'll probably be a surprise. I'll probably love that. And I loved it. I did love it. So it's like they know me all too well, you know?
I mean, what's really, like, don't Google it, because the picture that comes up when you Google Middleton US Olympics, I think he was having an off day. I think he looks kind of different, but
it doesn't look like me. Yeah, whoever's scheduling and all that stuff must have gotten it mixed up. But I'm looking forward to representing the US of A in I think it's Tokyo, right?
It is.
Yep, nailed it. That's because I know I'm an Olympian. I know that. So yeah, it'll be a fun Olympic season.
It's a fun time to visit Tokyo.
I'm gonna try and broadcast from Tokyo those 2 weeks, but no promises, Mike.
What would that be though? That'd be like 6 a.m.
Doesn't matter.
But you love this podcast almost as much as you love this country.
I would say, yeah. I mean, I don't love anything as much as I love this country, but like the podcast is close.
No, I think that's in a different realm. You can't even put that in
right.
It's just a standard. But how you been? What you been up to? I know you got a week off enjoying the thrills of, I guess, single life from 9 to 5. How you been enjoying it?
Oh, no, my girlfriend works from home, so...
Oh, she works from home?
So we're just chilling.
So you've just been annoying her while she's trying to work?
No, I've just been crushing it on Call of Duty, dude. I'm leveling up my guy on the Battle Pass, no big deal, but I'm crushing it in the multiplayer game.
I mean, without going into too much detail, does your girlfriend, does she have to like be on the phone or Skype, Zoom meetings or anything like that?
She gets orders and she prints out the orders and packages up orders for her business.
Oh, okay.
Shout out littlemshop.com.
So you just cursing at 13-year-olds?
I'm not talking to kids. I just I don't even have the headset on until I play Warzone. When I'm just playing multiplayer, it's usually just without any headphones.
So you don't get to go like, I'm gonna fuck your mom.
No, not unless I squad up with like my friends or anything like that. Like I don't like just playing with randos. I feel it feels weird. There's like sometimes I just want to chill and like play Call of Duty, and it's like if you do that with randos, they're like, dude, come on, what are you doing? Go over here. Come over. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. I don't want like stop talking to me.
I'll do my own have a good time.
Yeah, it's like I just want to chill. I don't really need to like navigate it, but people that don't play Call of Duty don't really care. But yeah, people do take it really seriously, and I try to take it less serious, but I still get pretty into it.
Same thing. Like, how's whenever you play soccer, your pickup games? How serious are they taken? Because I used to back in England when I used to like go to the fields and just play football. Some of them would take that super seriously and start yelling at me if I made a mistake. I'm like, the fuck you?
Oh no, we make fun of each other nonstop, but it's like we know we're all not good.
It's ridiculous. Do you have how strict are you with the rules? Because I remember like people would be like, if you score a goal, they'd be claiming it's offside. Like, dude, how are you going to work that?
We
How are you gonna
don't play
police that, for
offside
fuck's sake?
really. There's not really offside. Like people cherry pick all the time because everybody gets tired. So it's funny because then somebody's just hanging out by the goal and you're like, all right, whatever, dude.
My favorite is because we would play. There would be no goals. We would just put like 2 jackets. That would be the posts. Like, so you'd have to like imagine there was a goal there.
Right.
And if you score, they'd be that was over. Dude, how the fuck are you gonna?
Yeah.
Tell me this? Like, how?
You got a 6-foot marker somewhere?
Ridiculous.
No, we actually play like a park where they have nets and stuff, so they have goals, so we're good at that. But
ooh la la.
But like, yeah, we don't really do penalties. Everything's but like people are pretty chill. Like we don't play with like shin guards or anything like that. So everybody's you're not trying to like slide tackle or anything like that. It's just kind of just everybody's having fun.
See, where I grew up, if they had goals with nets, they would be like stolen within 2 days that they went out.
Oh well, ours are kind of like mounted in there, but there's a lot of goals as well. So
where there's a will, there's a way. That goal would have been gone.
that's true. That would just like the size of the ones that we use are kind of like the regulation ones, and it's like that's a tough one to move.
Do you have any like 5-a-side facilities near you?
Yeah,
so
we actually have
mini goals.
I don't know if you know who Brian Ching is. He played for Team USA, played for the Dynamo when they won their championships. But he has a bar kind of near where their stadium is called Pitch 25, and they have like a little mini indoor soccer facility. Like not really a facility, just like a field. And they always have like 5-a-side tournaments and stuff there.
Did you ever partake?
No, I'm not what we call league good.
I think that'd be fun. Like
I'm Saturday, everybody's kind of hungover. We're all just having fun. Good.
you have to do it once to have like Gravy Gang FC.
Yeah,
or something.
but it's like you have to have like a group that plays consistently because like it's not fun. It's like the intramural group you play with in softball, or like I had one my senior year. Like I won intramurals my sophomore and junior year, and then everybody else graduated really but me. And so I just got my friends and the people that were like my roommates and their friends to do a softball team, and we just got smoked. And it's like, yeah, because nobody really knew what they were doing. Like you have to kind of have a squad that's pretty decent, or else you're just gonna get embarrassed. And I don't like getting embarrassed.
Or at least 1 or 2, like Portugal.
Yeah.
Before we get into the main crux of the show, which obviously we're going to talk about some Giants, well, some Giants news, a Giants news piece, West Ham obviously Euros and all that shit. I'm going to plug early because I have a question for you. So obviously, brand new episode of Pass the Gravy comes out tomorrow, wherever you listen to your podcasts. So Alex has a segment on this podcast called the Pre-Cum segment, which is, and they have another, to explain that, you have a segment called the Comeback Kid, and this is like pre-Comeback Kid, so it's a pre-cum segment. And I was listening to last week's show, and I was like, okay, I keep forgetting, but I need to ask Alex where the fuck he comes up with this shit. Because I was just sitting there, minding my own business, listening to it, and then when he was like, when turtles are born, is that like reverse D-Day? I'm like, where the fuck did he come up with that shit? Like,
I just make observations and sometimes you just write them down. That's been a new thing. It's just you just think I put it down there, it gets shot down. That's what we love about the pre-cum segment. We're just asking questions, man. If it's a dumb idea, everybody can say it's a dumb idea, but it's like I don't know. I was just making a little observation. It is kind of the opposite. D-Day, people were coming out of the ocean where it was very dangerous to run onto land, and then turtles, like sea turtles, they're coming from the land going to the ocean. But boy, oh boy, is it a death trap to get to the ocean? It's reverse D-Day.
do you reckon there was ever a situation on D-Day where they were like almost like passing each other?
I don't think so. I don't know if they. I mean, I would like to think not, because that would have been absolutely terrifying for those little tiny turtles. Not that it wasn't for our brave soldiers, but like those little turtles, man, like just there's grenades and stuff, and they have no idea what's going on. At least you know you're a human. You know you're going into battle.
Yeah, it's not their war. They didn't bring it on.
Yeah, they're a third party.
Innocent party. Stand by.
In
Okay,
wars,
fine.
I feel like we should treat turtles like Switzerland. Just don't fuck with them.
Don't fuck with them. I was gonna make a connection there. Are Switzerland even in the Euros this year? I don't even think they are. Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They are. They are indeed. So, right, okay, before we get into the Euros, because that's going to be the bulk of the show, talk about good news. Good news is back again. I don't know if that's a song. I just made it up. Guess who's back?
Eli Manning,
Eli's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back?
future Hall of
Guess who's
Famer,
back?
Eli Manning.
So, I was... When I was like half asleep and I saw the big headline of like Eli Manning signs with the Giants, I was like, okay, that's an interesting way to go. I don't think Daniel's doing that bad. But no, he's re-signed.
You thought he like, signed to play quarterback?
Just fuck it, let's bring him back.
Dude, that'd be kind of chill. He just like hangs out in case we need him.
Why not?
I
He
don't
could be
know.
our Mark
Let's
Noble.
see. Yeah.
Just chilling out. Oh shit, we need Eli. Eli, fucking get in there. But he has been signed back to the Giants I had to write this down because it's business operations and fan engagement. So basically, what is that? He's just there to...
He's the fun, likable Eli, dude, and I love that. That's cool. Like, there's no scrutiny. Like, he's not front office where like fucking Eli doesn't know how to run this team. He's running this team into the ground. He's the guy that's like, hey guys, you know, it'd be cool if we had like a picnic at the field night. Like, we should have a movie night at the stadium. Like, that's what he does. Like, he's just fun Eli. Like, every time you're never gonna be like, fuck you, Eli, for what you did. Like, John Elway kind of has that with the Broncos, which, yeah, he brought him a championship, but people still, like, shit on John Elway for his front office stuff. But, like, he doesn't ruin his legacy by being the fan interaction guy.
That's got to be one of the sweetest gigs.
He gets an office. Everybody already loves him anyways. Like, what if his suggestions was just like, oh, what if, like, I just hung out at the concourse during one game and then people can come hang out and take pictures with me? And they're like, yeah, Eli, that's a great idea. And like, that's just his suggestion every week.
What if we just play Twister with some fans? All right, yeah, sure, Eli, whatever.
Done. Perfect. That Eli, he's so fun.
And flexible. He always wins. But
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a cool role for him. I feel like he probably missed football a little bit. And this like lets him be involved in it without really being involved in it. You know, like he's not involved in the day-to-day football operations, but he's part of the Giants family, and that's cool.
And from what he was saying in his interview, where he's talking about, obviously he has to deal with, as the business operations person, I guess, from what he said in his interview, basically all he does is schmooze with, like, business partners. So he's either chilling with the fans, having fun, or he gets to sit in some corporate box talking about Giants with business people.
Like the MetLife people. He's like, hey, you want Eli to go to that dinner? They're like, sure, that'd be great.
Want me to throw you a ball?
Whenever the Hess truck people are like, hey, do you think like if we renew, would you like to get together? Can we have Eli to dinner? And they're like, yeah, go on. Take him to some steakhouse in New York, and he's like, all right, what's up? I'm Eli. You want some jokes?
Do you know where he lives? I'm assuming he lives locally to me.
I thought, I obviously do not know where Eli Manning lives, but I thought when he played, he lived.
Well, I wasn't
in Hoboken.
asking for his address, but I mean,
no, but I thought I had heard that he lived in Hoboken.
it's a nice area.
I don't know if that's true or not, though, so don't like quote me on that. But
Wasn't that where he was spotted at a bar with Daniel Jones and they were doing shots and dancing terribly? I think that might have been, or was that Weehawken? I can't remember. Anyway, New Jersey. What a town! What a town!
What a town! The city that doesn't sleep.
What I loved in the comments were like, when he was like the fan engagement. Oh yeah, it's great because everyone loves Eli. Everyone loves Eli. Oh yeah, once you win a championship, it's the best city to win a championship. New York, blah blah blah. And I was just being that guy who was like, oh, it's great. It's
Jersey.
East Rutherford. Yeah, that's a nice town. Fuck New York. Whatever. Maybe I'm gonna be that guy. It's gonna call it the New York, New Jersey Giants. That's what I'm gonna call them. New Jersey Giants from now on. But I don't know. It's a different fucking state. I get it for branding, but like I get it for branding.
Sounds cooler to say from New York.
Yeah, I get it. So I'm not gonna lose sleep the fact that it's called the New York Giants, but when people start claiming New York City's the home of the Giants, no, sorry,
Sort of is.
no.
A little bit.
No. Anyway, West Ham. West Ham also not doing anything. That's the big news from this week. But we're linked with everyone. I was telling Alex this going live. Fun little exercise if you want to do. Go on Twitter and in the search function, just search for linked with West Ham. You're gonna just see a list of football players. You have no idea who the fuck they are. It's great. Oh, so I wrote something. Kaleta Carr.
Sounds cool.
Apparently he's a centre back, a Croatian centre back, plays for Marseille. No idea.
Marseille is a cool name, and so yeah, they're also good. So hopefully we get people from good teams.
Junior Firpo. Big fan of Junior Firpo, are you?
Oh man, I don't know how big of a fan I am, but I think he's got some potential.
I mean, he plays for Barcelona, so I guess that can't be bad.
If he plays for Barcelona, I would assume that's good.
Patson Daka.
That sounds like a cool name too, so I'm all on board for that guy.
Yep. And this one, last one. So Yaremchuk.
Is he Czech?
No, he's Ukrainian. He plays with Yarmolenko up front.
Well, then let's sign it up. I feel like we should let's just put everybody with their national teammates. It's worked well with the Czechs. I think it's worked well with the Ukrainians. Let's keep that going.
Maybe that's so the defensive side of West Ham, all Czechs. And then as we move forward, move to Ukraine, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Ramsey. Are you familiar with that name?
Yes.
He used to play for Arsenal, I believe. He plays for Juventus now.
Aaron Ramsey.
Apparently he's linked with us as well. But I think the moral of the story, as it is with every single transfer window, don't believe anything until they're holding up that West Ham shirt or doing that really awkward, crossed irons while they got all the medical shit attached to them.
Oh, yeah,
That photo's great. Or when they have to do where it looks like they've been kidnapped.
Uh-huh.
They're doing the ransom video, and they're like, come on, you irons.
Let us go, team.
Ooh. So yeah, I just don't bother. How deep do you get into transfer windows, or do you also just not give a shit?
See, like in the NFL, I know more people because it's all the same league. But when it's the German leagues and the Dutch leagues, and you got the Czech leagues and stuff. I don't keep up with that, so I just read this seems like they're good, and I just look at all the positives and not any of the negatives, and hope that all the positives come true and the negatives are just bullshit. But yeah, I don't really pay attention to it too much because it's I can't affect it. So just get good people.
I'm sure there are people that are experts on every league out there, but
they've got to be, yeah.
I remember when we signed, was it Tony Martinez from some South American team, and there was people going nuts. Like, really? You know this guy from I think the Argentinian Premier League? Come on. And he ended up being terrible.
Unless they play well for a national team, I don't really know too much about these guys a lot of times.
No idea, and I just feel. Well, I don't. I feel stupid for a while, and then I feel no, they're lying. They just kind of want to get ahead of the book. So then, when he's good, if he turns out to be good, they can be like, "See, I picked him.
I knew this.
I knew that guy." By the way, shout out to I don't know if you can see Oreo, my dog chilling.
What's up, Oreo?
For those listening, this is great content. But if you're watching the video, see, I got a beanbag. Do you call these beanbags in America?
Yeah, what else do we call them? Beanbags.
Beanbag. Okay, yeah. So I got this beanbag. It's super big, super comfortable, and apparently Oreo is determined that it's going to be the largest.
I mean, bed. I get it. It looks chill.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Oreo. There you go. Hello. Anyway, Euros. Before we get into okay, have you been watching any Copa America yet? Because I haven't, because it's still pointless.
I watched part of the Argentina-Paraguay game yesterday as I was waiting for hockey to start, but not enough to really write about it or talk about it. I think Argentina was up 1-0 before I turned it off.
As said last
I just
time,
don't care. There's 10 teams.
there's 10 teams, 8 go through. I don't care until they get to the knockout rounds. Until I see Argentina versus Brazil, that's the only point I care.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Euros were pretty good this week. Did you get to watch much of it? Did you watch any of your highlights?
I watched most of the games, I would say.
So lots of fun and shocks. Did you watch the Germany Portugal?
I did. Germany showed up finally, man. Like that German team, people were talking about like they were dead, but that's a pretty dangerous team when they get going.
Not only that, but some of those own goals were pretty sweet goals by Portugal. They should be proud of themselves of that one.
Yeah, they were like highlight worthy own goals.
How mad do you think Ronaldo was in that locker room after?
Probably pretty pissed. I would imagine.
So, because there's still, because I mean, we'll get to the permutations later, but looking at where the fuck is okay. So let's go through. Did you also Denmark showing up as well? Finally,
Yeah, that was a hell of a game. They had to win by 2, and then at one point they were down, or no, they were only up 1, and then they were able to blow it out. And I think they won 4-1. Right?
yeah, they had to. I think they had to win by 2 goals, and then in
Have
the
Finland lose.
70th minute they conceded a penalty, but then they just went ape shit on Russia, and then Finland
For
lost.
Christian.
For Christian. The power of Christian came through. So with that, I mean, let's kind of go through the groups, see if there's any shocks or surprises. So Group A, obviously, so we have Italy, Wales, and the Swiss advancing to the next round. Turkey finishing 4th. So that's, I mean, I maybe would have swapped Switzerland and Wales, maybe, but I even put Turkey. I thought Turkey were going to do way better. I know a lot of people said they were the dark horses of the tournament. I didn't necessarily agree with that, but I did not see them losing all 3 games and only scoring 1 goal. That was pretty bad.
Not ideal for sure.
You're not going to win anything unless you win things. That's
what I always say.
That's my dad always taught me. Can't win unless you win.
If you lose, you don't win.
Also, if you tie, it's not a win.
Right.
It wasn't the most eloquent of speeches, but he got his point across.
Yeah, we got it.
We got the point of it. Group B, Belgium. Oh no, we talked about it. Denmark going through. Finland may go through, but they probably won't, and we'll get to that in a minute. The reason why. And then Russia also out because they royally shit the bed. Group C, Netherlands and Austria confirmed. Then North Macedonia, shockingly, they've not gone through. But I tell you what, if you're Turkey and you look North Macedonia, they lost all 3 games, but at least they managed to score 2 fucking goals. Turkey.
Better than Turkey, yeah.
Better than Turkey. And Ukraine in 3rd, still possible to go through. Old Yarmolenko and co. And then Group D today. So Group D, okay. So this is where obviously most of my attention went because obviously England, and your attention went to it mostly because obviously
the Czech Republic.
You're from the Czech Republic. For
Group
the
of
next
death.
Couple of weeks.
The Group of death.
Group of death. So today, obviously the group finished up. Croatia beating Scotland 3-1, so they had to go home. And England beat the Czech Republic. But so which of did you have like the multi-screens? Did you watch both games?
I did,
today?
yeah.
Oh. But as I predicted, because I watched the England game, because I was working from home still, so I just had the one TV screen going. So I was watching the England game, obviously. But I predicted that would be obviously the most boring game of the 2. So Alex Middleton, live man, from pitch side, the Scotland game looked or sounded good. Was it super exciting end to end always, or was it just one sided?
And when it was 1-1, it was exciting up until Croatia, the second half just kind of ran away with it. So
Another team, Scotland. I mean, they got a point, but they only scored 1 goal. North Macedonia, better than Scotland. Facts.
yeah,
But, okay, so after watching the 3 games, I'll talk about these a little bit more, because again, I'm English. England 1-0 against Croatia, 1-0 against Czech Republic, and 0-0 against Scotland, who again, as we've already pointed out, are worse than North Macedonia. Wow, my country is really they're not bad at football, but wow, they're really boring at it.
yeah,
Like,
I don't like it
Jesus.
a lot. It's not a lot of fun to watch.
I just don't get. Like, I mean, at the first half, because I know you're watching, keep an eye on 2 games, but the first half looked like England maybe have decided, okay, we'll actually go for this and try to. But the second half was just painful to watch.
I thought the Czech Republic, Pickford really helped out England there in the second half. I thought Czech Republic definitely could have equalized it about 2 or 3 different times.
Yeah, Suchek had a really good chance in right at the end of the first half, if I remember correctly. Soufal, I did appreciate Soufal, even though I don't think he got. I think he got a yellow card, but where I guess he had enough of shit. And did you see that moment where he just like ran at Sterling?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
it's just done with it.
And even though I am obviously pro-English, pro-England, I have to say, Jack Grealish, what the fuck?
What a bitch.
He played well in the first half. I'm not quite sure why Gareth Southgate took him off, but the same as I can't remember which player it was, but someone like grazed his foot, and you could see he just leapt off the ground. Went down.
He got sniped.
Oh, and then like 10 minutes later, the same thing happened, but he was on the other end, and he was all like bitching about it. It's like, you did the exact same fucking thing. Fuck you. I fucking hate you.
Jack
Get a fucking
Grealish,
haircut. I fucking hate you, Jack Grealish. You're a good player, I guess, but you need to stay on your feet. Just stay on your fucking feet. Play football, you little bitch. Ugh. There you go. And then Group E. So Group E and Group F finish up tomorrow. We have Slovakia versus Spain, Sweden versus Poland, and then the later games, Portugal, France, Germany, Hungary. Some interesting games coming up tomorrow, because tomorrow, technically Portugal and Spain could get eliminated tomorrow. I doubt it's going to happen, because I think for it to happen, for Portugal to get eliminated, they would have to lose to France, which I could see happening. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like that would be likely to happen, but yeah.
But they would have to lose, I think, by 4 goals. So if they lost 4-0 tomorrow, then they would be eliminated from the competition. But I can't. I think after what happened against Germany, I think they're going to step up their game.
You would think, at least. But then France kind of struggled against who was it they were playing?
Hungary.
Against Hungary, they kind of struggled against them. So I feel like you don't know what France team you're going to see, because France may be a little bit more motivated to come out and just curb stomp them and get through the next round.
Because you could have a situation, if I'm reading it correct. No, I'm not. No, I'm not reading it correctly. But Hungary could still technically make it through. They would again have to win by 4 goals against Germany, which
that's not going to happen.
Anything can happen in this group. So I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Germany, but I don't think they're going to beat Germany by 4 goals.
They won't beat Germany.
But I think Portugal or France is definitely going to be the game to watch tomorrow. Spain, I'm a little bit more worried about, because they have to win. If they draw, that's not good enough. And they're playing Slovakia, who knows what team's going to show up. They beat Poland,
we have no idea.
Sweden. And then, but yeah, so if I had to predict, I don't even want to predict, but I think Portugal will be fine. I think, unfortunately, Spain could win, or at least if they draw, that means Ukraine and poor Yarmolenko has to go home. But it would not be nice to see all the West Ham players through to the next round, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
I feel like Spain's going to win. I think Poland's going to find a way to push through. I think Germany's going to win big, and I think France probably pulls out like a 2-1.
Which would, I think, be enough for Portugal to also go through, which they would come. So, by that, moving on to the next round, that would be the most interesting, because if Germany and France win, then that means next Tuesday, England gets the honor of being knocked out by Germany. Because
maybe. But it's at Wembley, right?
It'll be at Wembley, but realistic. I mean, if it was like a full Wembley, maybe that might make a difference. But like a 25% Wembley, and the way England have played the last 3 games and the way Germany played their last game in Portugal, do you really see anything?
If it's a full-on German blitz and stuff, I think that Germany easily wins that. But like England doesn't score; they don't score, man.
Harry Kane has been like big up. Like
Harry Kane fucking sucks this tournament.
He hasn't fucking scored a goal.
Everybody's like, "Oh, he's gonna probably lead the tournament." Yeah, fuck him, dude. Garbage. He's just running his fucking head into the post. He's just whiffing on shots. Like, what a garbage fucking selection of the national team. What a fucking lackluster bitch, dude. Between him and Grealish, no wonder, guys.
He has never scored a goal in the European Championships. Never, ever.
And he probably won't ever again. He's trash, dude. He's fucking trash.
And I would love to say, hey, we'll just bench him and bring someone else in, but we don't really have anyone else.
No, they don't, do they? Because you had 75 left backs that you wanted to keep, Southgate.
Goran Pandev of North Macedonia has scored more goals this tournament than Harry Kane.
And he's 36.
He says he's 36. He's at least 50.
Feels like it.
I was going to make a joke about the other North Macedonian, but I'm not even going to try to. Ezgan Alioski.
Yep, that's it. Sounds good.
Scored more goals than Harry Kane. Who else?
Harry Kane, not very good.
This could be fun. This is Mary Demiral of Turkey. More goals than Harry Kane. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is Harry Kane is a fucking fraud.
Pretty much.
Shit. He's never going to score a Euro goal. And England are going to lose against Germany. That's pretty much it.
That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying. Who else have we got in the next round? So we got the confirmed games, because obviously a lot of the groups, because of the third place bollocks, it all depends on tomorrow how the final round of 16 gets out. But we've got confirmed. We have Italy versus Austria in the round of 16, which is going to be played, I think, before we speak again. Do you see anything other than Italy destroying Austria?
I think Austria can keep it close, but Italy feels like they're kind of on another level right now. I think Italy's probably going to win it all. If you're just at like right now, it looks like Italy's the best team there.
I mean, they played well against Ukraine. I going into that game, I thought it was going to be close, but I expected Ukraine to win that game. So I guess Austria, good for them. But yeah, I can't see anything other than Italy win. And then the only other confirmed game of the next round, which I think is going to be they talk about dark horses. I think it's going to be a dark horse for the game of the round. Wales versus Denmark. I reckon that could be an actual pretty.
I think Denmark wins that.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I also don't. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be hopefully a good high-scoring game, 3-2. Either way, I don't know. I don't care.
I think Denmark wins at like 2-1. I think Bale's could probably be like I don't know. Other than Bale, I don't really love that Wales team. I think that Denmark seems like the way that they finished off, like moving on to the next round. Yeah, you could argue like did they expend all of their energy? Was that like just an emotional win? Are they done? But like I feel like they're going to try and go as far as they could with Eriksen. I think you're going to get at least one upset from Denmark going forward.
And then realistically, it looks like your boys, the Czech Republic, because
The Checkers.
I don't see maybe because right now they're like the top third place team, which would put them against
Are they?
I think the Netherlands.
Oh, that'd be tough. But I don't know. They could fuck around. And Depay's been on another level this tournament. Not that he's not always, but I think Depay's just gonna go off for the Netherlands. Hopefully, Sufal and the boys can kind of keep him back. But yeah, I don't know. I would say that the Czech Republic is a dangerous team. I don't count them out of any of the stuff that they're in.
No, not at all. Not at all.
At least at this point.
So at this point, are you looking to change your pick for the eventual winner? Or you still think Czech Republic?
Czech Republic all day, all day.
Bless you.
Or Italy.
All right. Anything else you want to kind of talk about? Because I think we pretty much covered it.
That's all I got.
I think we can wrap this one up early this week.
Okay.
Unless
that's quick. Let's do a quick one.
Should we just talk about?
We're in the off season, bro.
What's your life goals?
No, I'm not
what
doing that.
What superpower would you like to? I was before we sign off. So Chantel was, I guess, having a job interview through Zoom, and I wasn't kind of paying attention. But because obviously all I can hear is one side of it. All I can hear is what she's saying, and then after about a minute's silence, all of a sudden she's I think my superpower would be why would you ask that question on a serious job interview? Like that's a team building shit.
Side. To see your silly side. What's the silly side of you like?
If you could have dinner with 3 celebrities, alive or dead.
Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit.
The correct answer is you name 3 people alive because if you had 3 dead people there, it'd be a pretty boring dinner party. And it'd probably smell bad.
This guy's not even talking. He's dead. Like, yeah, well, what'd you expect, dude?
Unless you go to Chili's, then that just means more food.
I'll just trip dip it, yeah. We'll have trip dips to the table, please.
Oh, you don't want any? No? Okay, I'll eat it. It's fine.
I've got it, Mr. Lincoln.
We're going to split the check, though, right? I bet he's still got some money.
Oh, yeah. He's got a ton of money.
Oh, Abe. Well, I think this is going to be a history-making episode of the Claret and Big Blue podcast because I haven't even finished my first beer. But whatever.
How about that?
How about that? But let's do the plug. So obviously make sure you go to cbbpod.com to find all the links so you can watch this on demand, video, audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and all that good shit. Don't forget to make sure you go to merch.cbbpod.com. There's still Alex is wearing that nice shirt. I'm wearing this nice shirt. For the rest of this month, so how many days is this month? Is this a 30-day month or a 31 days? 30-day month, so you got 8 more days to go to merch.cbbpod.com, buy that shirt, and donate to the Tom Coughlin J Fund. So make sure you do that. For the kids! And for the families. Would someone think of the children? Simpsons reference. Lovely. New episode, like I say, Pass the Gravy podcast. New episode comes out tomorrow. Also, new episode of Rufflebucks comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking. I like to ask you because even though I record before you record, I don't want that awkward shit where the rare chance that we talk about the same shit. And obviously, you're gonna do it way better than I am. So, any idea what you're gonna be talking about tomorrow on Pass the Gravy podcast?
We're gonna be answering your questions and telling you guys what's not cool this week. That's we don't have a ton on the agenda just yet. Who knows?
Nice.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
A roller coaster.
Maybe I'll throw out all the ideas I think of between now and then.
Sounds good. On Waffle Box, we're going to talk about a real life castaway and Kevin Hart's new movie on Netflix, Fatherhood. Have you seen that? Have you checked that out?
I have not seen it.
As you can imagine, it's a laugh a minute.
Well, good.
Except for the beginning bit where he becomes a single father because his wife dies.
Wow.
But after that, it's hilarious. All right, yeah,
well,
check it out.
I don't want to see it. You've ruined it.
Maybe just watch it, but fast forward the first 10 minutes. Also, check out Loki on Disney Plus. You should do that.
I'm not going to do that, but okay.
So that's Wafflebox, pod.com, Pasta Gravy. Is it PastaGravyPod.com?
PastaGravyPod.com, yeah.
PastaGravyPod.com. Follow all the
At
socials.
PastaGravyPod, Instagram, whatever.
Do the damn thing. I'm Mr. Mike Fish. He's at XJ Middleton. Till next week, we actually have a little bit more exciting to talk about, I guess, as we get closer to at least preseason of the Giants, 1 week closer to the preseason games, which I may or may not attend. I was looking at the tickets for the Jets game.
Oh, nice.
I might maybe go. Maybe, who knows?
Nice.
But also, we're actually, I think, going to be in the knockout rounds of the Euros and the Copa America. So Copa America actually becomes relevant. So look forward to that. But if you have anything else we're going to talk about, please submit it at C&BB at C&BB Pod on Twitter. And fuck it, why not? We'll talk about it. But until then, don't forget...
Seahorses forever.
And we'll see you next Tuesday. No, that's the wrong video. That's the start of the video. No, let's try that one again. Until then, see you next Tuesday.